Welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. I'm your host, GQ. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button.
Thank you, Ms. Parker, for having me, and thank you guys for having me.
Like the video, leave some comments on this video and the other ones that I've done. Share the video. Also check out culturejunkies.net. And we also have twitch.tv/culturejunkies, which is where we do all of our live streaming and, of course, our live show, Culture Junkies Live, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Check your local listings for your own time zone so you can figure out what that works out to be. And, of course, you got me on YouTube, the unboxings, and soon to return at some point, DVD reviews on Tuesdays. Because for me, it was Tuesday. But today, we are going to get into another unboxing from Hot Toys. So let's just get right to it. Obviously, I know what this thing is because I ordered it. The thumbnail probably gave it away, and or the title of the video. But at the same time, if you're just watching this through a playlist and just getting all the videos one right after the other, you might not be sure what this is going to be. So let's just go ahead and get this open, because this is something that I thought was really cool the first time I saw it, and I think it was gonna be even cooler now that I own it. Let's see here. That's awesome. Let's get the plastic off first. I'm not even gonna mess with it too much. Go away, Sideshow exclusive. We have here, from the 2018 PlayStation 4 game Spider-Man, we have Negative Suit Spider-Man. When I first saw this thing on Sideshow's website, of course, when I also saw it in the game, it's like, oh, if they make something like that where I can buy it, I'm gonna buy it. So yeah, we have a very cool shot of Negative Suit Spider-Man on the front. Got some little interesting artwork on the side there. Warnings and information on the back, and very cool spider logo on the side. And it seems, yep, that's what I thought. This one has a different type of panel opening. So you can see the window there. Quick preview of the figure. Let's get him open, because yeah, this one's going on display very soon. That open. Lay this down. I hope you guys are enjoying the overhead shot. This is something that had been mentioned to me that before last year, and I didn't really have a chance to get a hold of an overhead camera, but now I do. So let me know what you guys think of the overhead cam shot, if it's helpful, if you're liking it. Put that box right there. So yeah, that is really, really nice. Sideshow does an amazing job with their Spider-Man 6-scale figures, and this one is no exception. There is one suit beyond this one that I would love for them to make, and it's actually because I spent last couple months actually playing through the original, well, not the original, through the Spider-Man game on PS4. Great game, by the way, if you have not played it. And there's a suit in there that is basically gifted to him by Black Widow. If they make that suit, I'll buy that on site, because I love how that suit looks. Now you have a lot of interesting gadgets here. You've got the Spider Tracers, you've got the Spider Bot, you've got just a lot of stuff. It looks like is an audio recorder. You got a cell phone. He's got stuff, basically, is what I'm saying. And yeah, there's gonna definitely be a lot of photos taken. He has a myriad variety of hands. As you can see, he's got 5 pairs of hands beyond the ones that he's already wearing. So he's got 6 different pairs of hands. And of course, as you know, Spider-Man is known for lots of hand movements and motions and crazy stuff. So they're giving you all of that flexibility for him, and damn, this looks good. And they even give you different lenses for his mask, I guess, to show different emotions. And unlike some other stuff that I've got, this one is wrapped super tight around the legs and arms. So let's very carefully get this plastic off, because his suit is basically a kind of cloth suit. So if you cut it, that's it, it's damaged. So we're gonna be very careful there. And just in case it comes up in the comments, or if it's the first time you've seen me, I am not wearing gloves because of COVID scare or anything like that. I wear gloves because when I deal with collectibles, especially higher end collectibles, I like to be very, very careful with them. I don't like to get any of the natural oils that you have in your hands, whether you may realize it or not. If you're touching cloth and stuff like that, especially something like this, it's a white cloth costume with black accent, is you're going to leave basically, oil or dirt. Granted, regardless of how much you wash your hands or whatever, still have natural oils in your hands, and I do not want to transfer any of that to any of my statues, figurines, etc., because that brings down the value, and I don't really want to be sitting here trying to clean. Dusting my figures is fine, but I'm not sitting here trying to clean them off because I've decided to touch them or get fingerprint smudges on them and stuff like that. I mean, you see behind me, I got other statues over there, and Emperor Palpatine's lightsaber, which is silver and gold looking. So it's like, you get fingerprints and smudges all over that. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason that you guys see me wearing gloves in every single video. And yeah, so anybody that's, new, welcome. But that's the reason why I am wearing these medical, basically they're medical gloves, but I mean, I'm wearing these gloves in every single video because I do not want to damage or devalue in any way any of my collectibles, because that's just not smart. It's like, a little bit of protection, a little bit of prevention goes a long way. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit of Sideshow collectible stuff. And the cool thing about Sideshow is usually once they make something, now in the recent years they've kind of gone back on it a little bit, but usually once Sideshow would make something and it was out of stock, that was it. You're not going to be able to get it again. And they still do that with certain things, obviously. But so yeah, you would have to go to secondary market to get, whatever it is once you miss it. So I'm gonna get this box kind of out of the way a little bit. Lay him down. That'll be something cool for the overhead shot to have a view of for a minute. Actually, more protection there. Whichever way, I guess, works for the overhead shot. I can flip it, of course. But yeah, all in all, and I will get, some close-ups of all this stuff. Looks like he even has the spider web bombs and stuff. They did a really great job on the detail of this figure. I mean, and again, I expect them to. They're Sideshow and Hot Toys. They have been doing a great job for a long time. There is a slight color variation in his head and the costume here. It's like slightly darker, and I'll try to get a good shot of that so you can see the slight difference. And again, it's not a huge deal because on the front it seems almost seamless. You can't really notice it as much. All in all, great figure. Now here's the thing. The downside is, since it is a kind of like a cloth fabric-y, again, it's Spider-Man wears spandex. There's going to be a limitation a little bit on some of the articulation or how you can move his arms without bunching up the costume too much. And that's almost to be expected. I mean, I've got the Iron Spider right there behind me, and that was the same issue with that one, where, yeah, you can get him into some of those crazy Spider-Man poses, but as time goes on, if you leave him in that pose for too long, you're going to get a kind of semi-permanent wrinkle in the costume. So you got to be very careful if you're gonna. I mean, obviously you're gonna put it's Spider-Man. You're gonna put him in some dynamic poses, but you have to keep that in mind that the longer you keep him in a pose without changing it up, the more chance you're gonna have that you're gonna get like a wrinkle, like for example in his Krellbow, where you bend here and then you got that seam that forms. Well, if you leave it there for like, let's say 3 months straight or even longer, okay, cool. You straighten his arm out and you notice that seam is just almost permanently there. It's the same as when you have a freshly ironed shirt, and if it's not wrinkle free, and you do the same thing, you'd hold it there, then you let your arm go, you notice that you've got a crease there. So it's the same thing. All in all, great figure. Like I said, it's been a while since that game has come out now, so we're looking at about 3 years removed, just a little under, well, yeah, about 3 years or so removed from when that game was released. And they're probably not going to do a lot of other costumes from them, but I think they did the Punk Spider-Man costume was one of the other ones they did. And of course the advanced suit, which is, the red and white suit, or red, white, and blue suit, I think. But yeah, this negative suit Spider-Man is awesome. I love the look of it. It's just a striking look. It's got a ton of other accessories there, the web, shooting and everything, very similar to the Iron Spider. So we'll get some shots of all of that, but yeah. So I mean, this is an amazing figure. Well, all puns intended, because it's the Amazing Spider-Man. But definitely like this figure. I think they still have it in stock over at Sideshow. You might want to check them out and see. Definitely worth the money, as you can see, if you're into Spider-Man, of course, which I am. So I want to give a special shout out to DeMarcus Smith, Fab Nerd Life, the NetNet, and the Iguana Man, our Culture Junkies level patrons. If you would like to get a shout out from yours truly, go over to patreon.com/culturejunkies and pick the highest tier at the moment, which is the Culture Junkies level tier. But if that's not quite your speed and you just want to support the group and support, all of our endeavors and the live videos and things that we do, you can, for as little as $1 a month, support a Culture Junkie. Not even $1 a day, like some of those other charities. Well, we're not a charity, but like some of those other places, they're greedy, trying to get $1 a day out of you. We're only asking for, as little as $1 a month. You can support a Culture Junkie. Appreciate all the support, however it comes in, though. Likes, love, shares, mentions, talking about us at the water cooler. Do people still talk at the water cooler? I don't know. Well, obviously with the pandemic, there's less water coolers to talk around. But yeah, we appreciate it, all the support you guys are giving us. So for the amazing negative suit Spider-Man from Sideshow exclusive actually, Sideshow send a check, or just start sending me stuff like this so I can unbox it. This is the negative suit Spider-Man. I'm GQ, and I'll see you guys next time.
Culture Junkies!